ここはフロリダ州タンパのクリアウォーターベイ。ナイジェル・マンセルが自転車で日課のトレーニングに出かける。一緒に走るのはフロリダ州にある彼の新居を作った建築家だ。冬の間この亜熱帯に住むのはドライバーズチャンピオンの夢を追い、体調をベストに維持するためである。
Before coming down here in the gym tonight, from the week after Christmas to now, I've genuinely lost 14 pounds. And my stomach's gone in about 2.5 inches. But I mean, I'm stuck there, I can't lose anymore. I'm trying, but I don't want to lose my stamina. You've got to be strong, you've got to be able to push your body for 2 hours solid. Temperatures of 170 degrees in the cockpit. You've got to have concentration, because there isn't a circuit we go to that we're not pulling 200 miles an hour or more. And we're pulling up to 5 lateral G. We're pulling 18 to 20 positive G. Acceleration and deceleration is 2.5 to 3 G. So you got to be fit.
92年のシーズンが近づいていますね。今年こそという気持ちがあると思いますが。
Well, I don't know about now or never, but what I will say to you is that I'm really quietly optimistic. I mean, I've just come back from a week's testing in Europe, well, a fortnight in fact. We have just smashed one of the track records out there. We've just done 7 straight days testing. I've done 2 or 3 Grand Prix distances. In fact, I did 5.5 Grand Prix distances in 7 days, which is, you know, a lot of laps.
マンセルがウィリアムズチームの本拠地に戻ってきたのはウィンターテストに向けての記者会見を行うためだ。ウィリアムズミュージアムにめかし込んで現れたマンセル。そしてお決まりの質問。37歳ですがまだチャンピオンになれるとお思いですか？
If I didn't really believe that, I couldn't sit here this morning. I really do believe I have a better opportunity this year. But I've got to add, because, you know, the rules and regulations have changed. And I don't know whether anyone did the mathematics last year, but the championship would have been a lot closer last year if the rules would have been the same as the year before. Absolutely. I want the championship. I'd like it. I'm going to try. I don't know whether I'm going to get it, but I'll try.
南アフリカ最大の都市ヨハネスブルグ。92年 F1 チャンピオンシップ第一戦の開催地である。
Well, welcome to Johannesburg. As you can see, we're getting down to some serious business now. The first visit to the golf course. It's about 10 minutes away from the circuit. I'm looking forward very, very much to an exciting week. It's been a long winter. It's been a hard winter. But I mean, as you can see, I want to get down to something really serious today, which is the game of golf.
1985年、前回の F1 が開催されて以来、この国は大きく変わった。ギャラニーサーキットも 1500万ポンド以上をかけて完全に作り直され、4.26 キロのサーキットを F1 は約1分15秒で一周してしまう。アフリカの夕日を背景にしてホテルの明るいライトが鮮やかなシルエットを作り出す。このホテルがマンセルの1週間の家となる。
ここは暑いと思いますが。
Yes, astonishing. They've actually had the hottest summer this year for the last 30 years. So I mean, there's quite a drought in places, and it is extremely warm.
体調はどうですか？暑さの影響があると思いますが。
I think on everybody, and of course, on myself individually as well, it's going to be astonishing because there's not going to be any reprieve on this racetrack to having a rest, to breathe properly, because it's two little straights and all corners, and some of the corners are incredibly demanding and very fast, and so you're going to be hanging on and you're going to be working in the heat and obviously the altitude, so it's going to take its toll on a lot of people.
一夜明けて朝食をしている時間だがマンセルの姿が見えない。シーズン前の計量に向けサーキットへ行く前にまたトレーニングしている。計量はシーズン開始前に一度だけですか？
Once at the start of the season, and then that's your weight for the 8 races. And then they have it twice, and they have it after 8 races before the next 8, and that's your weight for the next 8. So you get 2 weigh-ins a year. さらに20分の激しいトレーニングで望みの結果が得られる。 In the last 3 years, as you know, I had the accolade of being the heaviest driver in Formula One. Well, you know who's one of the lightest drivers today, don't you?
Yeah, look, he's skinny. Brilliant.
厳しいダイエットとトレーニングの結果、この日マンセルは新しいキャラミサーキットで最高のタイムを出した。彼の後ろにはベルガーとセナのマクラーレンコンビ、そしてチームメートのリカルド・パトレーゼが続いた。その晩、別のホテルでのキャノン主催のパーティーに出席したマンセル。今夜のハイライトは彼によるサーキットの一周だ。
Well, believe it or not, you are flat out in 6th gear all the way around to there. You do not lift. That's the secret. I mean, the only trouble is you leave your left one behind here. Now you think I'm being rude, aren't you? I'm going to keep you guessing. Braking very hard, 4th, 3rd. And was anyone watching on this corner today? Yeah. You didn't see me spin off and hit the curb, did you? You must have blinked. And then arriving, braking very hard here, and getting down to 2nd and around them. And if you do that, and you get it all right, you can do 1 minute 17.1 seconds. As you know, I'm not prejudiced, but I think that's the quickest time today.
最初の公式セッションの朝、サーキット近くの野原は熱心なファンの車で埋められていた。マンセルは文句なくポールポジション。アレジとシューマッハだけが入れ替わっていた。念願のポールポジションだね。
Yes, I mean, fantastic, really. Yesterday, provisional pole. Today, confirmed pole. I mean, it's been official qualifying, obviously. Tomorrow, though, Saturday, we've got to repeat it tomorrow, and I think, unfortunately, we've got to find probably another second a lap to stay on pole. But I mean, it's a very comfortable position to be in at the moment. But we've got to try hard again tomorrow.
予選2日目、ライオンハートを持つ英国人には何も問題はなかった。彼はこの日の最高のタイムを出してポールポジションを確定。ブラジル人のアイルトン・セナはどうすることもできなかった。予選の上位は表の通り。決勝レースの日、サーキットに入れなかった不運な人たちのためにテレビがある。世界中の何百万ものファンのために44カ国で放映されている。スペアカーでレースに臨んだマンセルは完璧なスタートをし終始リードを保った。 すでにファステストラックを更新し、ラスト3周ではコースレコードを樹立。マンセルはポールトゥーフィニッシュで優勝を飾った。ドライバーズポイントでまず10点を獲得。幸先の良い開幕戦となった。またチームメイトのパトレーゼが2位に入り、ワンツーフィニッシュを決めたウィリアムズチームはコンストラクターズポイントでも満点だ。
We've just finished the South African Grand Prix, and I can sit here and almost smile at you and say that we won the race. And I'm really, really happy, and it's almost like another fairy tale coming true to start the season on such a high note. I don't think you can do any better than sort of being the quickest 3 days prior to the race and then actually winning the race. But all credit must go to the Williams Renault team, the Canon Williams Renault team, that is. Renault have done fantastic efforts over the winter with the engine, so has Elf Fuel. And of course the Williams team has done just fantastic things over the winter. And of course all the associated sponsors and the mechanics. So it's been a huge team effort, and of course I was able to deliver the driving for them today. And that makes me very proud to have managed to do that.
貧困や大気汚染で知られているメキシコシティは世界で最も急成長した都市である。現在2200万人だが、さらに増え続けている人口、生活の趣、貴重な芸術、見事な風景なども有名だ。
Hi everybody, and welcome to the second event in the World Championship here in Mexico City. I wish I could say to you that the sun was shining and we have beautiful fresh air to breathe, but here we are, we've arrived, and everything's looking quite good. The cars are being prepared, probably as I'm speaking to you now, and we're certainly looking forward to an exciting weekend.
1968年のメキシコオリンピック競技場の近くに問題の世界一を恐れられているデコボコのサーキットがある。予選ではドラマや事故が多かったが、マンセルはなんとか新鋭の若いドイツ人ミハエル・シューマッハを抑えて最高のタイムを出した。
We've gone very well today, and we have got the provisional pole. My teammate's in third, and Michael Schumacher from Benetton is in second place. But really the story of the day, unfortunately, is the big accident which befell on Ayrton Senna coming out of one of the high-speed turns. He shut off the circuit and went straight into a concrete wall. I'm very pleased to say to you that although slightly concussed and his, I think, left leg is real badly bruised, hopefully he'll be back driving in the car maybe sometime tomorrow. But a very big accident, and the actual time practice was delayed for about 20 minutes due to this accident.
レース期間中、このホテルは完全にグランプリ関係者で占領され、ユニフォームを着た各チームのメンバーがロビーに群れ集まる。ほとんど全員がほぼ同時にサーキットに出かけるので、駐車場係は慌てふためき、誰もが待つことを要求される。予選が始まるとゲルハルト・ベルガーがペラルタカーブでスピンし、最初の犠牲者となった。パトレーゼがタイムを縮めたが、予選1日目のマンセルのタイムを破る者がいなかったので、マンセルがポールポジション、パトレーゼが2番手となった。日曜の朝7時、マンセルはサーキットへ向かう。リラックスしているようだ。レース開始5時間前からファンが続々と押しかけ始め、スタート時にはテンションは最高潮となった。そして決勝、マンセルは2位のチームメイトパトレーゼをほぼ1周リード。ディフェンディングチャンピオンのセナは予選でのアクシデントから回復したものの、マシンの故障であえなくリタイア。その結果、南アフリカグランプリと同様、マンセルとパトレーゼの見事なワンツーフィニッシュとなり、2戦とも1位2位を独占したウィリアムズ・ルノーはチャンピオンシップへ大きく前進した。
once again, you showed a clean pair of wheels to the rest of the field.
Well, I guess we did, but it wasn't as easy as it probably looked. But the engine worked real good, and I didn't really have any problems other than the car was very difficult to drive at the end. It was very harsh over the bumps. But when you win, you got to smile.
リオから約400キロ離れたところにブラジル最大の都市サンパウロがある。ここは F1 グランプリ第3戦の開催地だ。
Well, here we are again. I mean, we're at the third round now. What can one say after South Africa, after Mexico? Welcome to Brazil. Here we are in São Paulo. We're currently walking the golf course on the first hole. We are currently at about 11 o'clock on Thursday, the day before obviously practice starts. And what I'll do as the day goes on is talk you through how I feel the season's gone so far, the challenges of this weekend. And I think it's quite astonishing because all credit must be given to sort of Honda and McLaren, because they actually have, would you believe, 6 cars here. And that's quite astonishing. Anyway, we'll go and have a look at where the ball's just landed, and we'll play the second shot.
レースが熱狂的に好きなブラジル人は見えるところならどこへでも行く。たとえそれがゴミの山の上でも。この金曜日の予選でまたもやマンセルは暫定ポールポジションを獲得。新型のマクラーレンに乗ったセナは不調だ。
Well, here we are again at the São Paulo Golf Club, which is about 20 minutes away from the racetrack. Obviously one of my favourite spots. It's been absolutely scintillating and fantastic day. It really has. The Renault engines work tremendously well. The Williams car. I mean, the whole package, the L fuel, we had some new fuel today, which obviously contributed to the lap time too. And we put a real good lap. I'd say one of my career best laps for qualifying today. I ended up 1.8 seconds quicker than my teammate, and he was in turn a second quicker than the rest of the competitors. So I mean, absolutely fantastic day for the team. Nice and relaxed now, a bit tired, but we're going to play a few holes of golf and get ready for this evening. I'm inviting you to come with me this evening now to an actual one of the functions we're going to do, and you'll see a lot of entertainment tonight and probably a lot of pretty girls.
日が沈むとドライバーやチームのメンバーが出席するパーティーが催される。マンセルは仕事として出席しなくてはならないが、サーキットでのプレッシャーから解放されてリラックスしおしゃべりするチャンスでもある。チームにとって大切なスポンサーの宣伝の場だ。ドライバーは翌日の厳しい最終予選に備えて早めに引き上げるが、パーティーは夜遅くまで続けられる。土曜の予選で事故が起こった。高速でセナと接触したマンセルはコンクリートの壁に激突。幸い怪我はなかったがショックを受けたようだった。そのためドクターの指示によりヘリコプターでホテルへ戻ることになった。ホテルでは待ち構えているマスコミを避けるため秘密の通路を通って部屋へ戻る。そして彼は何が起きたか話してくれた。
I'm not quite sure. I'm ready to get a nice hot bath and I'm ready to go to bed. Obviously you saw on television what happened. It was quite a big accident. I don't blame Ayrton really for the accident at all. It was miscommunication because he called me through and I thought he was going to let me pass, and then I don't know what happened, but we ran out of road anyway, so we had a half spin and then hit the wall. It's probably the only place on the circuit where there's a wall so close, but I could have done without it.
レース当日、インテルラゴス通りはドライバーがホテルを出る前からにぎわっていた。今朝は診察を受けに行くんですか？
Yeah, I got to go and pass my medical now, and hopefully that will be plain sailing. I'll put on a good brave face, so that'll be quite good, and then get into the business. It will warm up at 8:30, which is real early. But as I said, we'll be all right. We'll have hopefully a great day. I'll speak to you later.
チームのスタッフと別れ、マンセルは一人病院へ向かった。ブラジル人たちは彼らのヒーローであるセナが優勝することを願っている。だがよく見るとマンセルのファンもいる。マンセルはスタートでホイールをスピンさせ、パトレーゼにリードを奪われた。セナは17周目でリタイア。この後29周目でパトレーゼより早くピットインしたマンセルは後半調子を上げ、トップを奪い返してチェッカー。3連勝して通算24勝としたマンセルは伝説のファン・マニュエル・ファンジオと並んだ。
Fantastic, isn't it? I mean, I can't really believe it. It's just the team's done a marvellous job. I mean, the engine worked superbly today, and I mean, my teammate, poor dear, he drove like a man possessed for the first half of the race. It was really tough to try and get past. But the pit stop was very, very good, and then I came out and did a couple of qualifying laps to get the jump on him at the pit stop. And then I managed to pull away steadily then after that, which was nice.
Just tell us, I mean, after hitting a brick wall at 151 day, how can you go out and win the Grand Prix the next?
Oh, it's what is known as dedication, I guess, but I mean, I ache and I hurt now, and I shall hurt even more tomorrow, so, you know, but it's all credit to the team. The team have done so well, and I'm real happy to have won here today.
マンセルはトータル30点でドライバーズチャンピオンシップを独走。チームメイトのパトレーゼ、ベネトンのシューマッハと続く。またコンストラクターズポイントではウィリアムズ・ルノーがベネトン・フォードを37点もリードした。この年のオリンピックの開催地バルセロナが第4戦の舞台だ。スペインに着いた初日、マンセルの姿はサーキットに見られなかった。彼が惹かれたのは別の景色、平和で静かなゴルフコースである。
Well, welcome everybody. Here we are in Spain, Barcelona. A glorious sunny day. We're at a track where last year there was an incredible amount of excitement, mainly because of the weather conditions. It started wet, then it dried off, then it started to rain again. There was exceptional excitement in the pit lane where wheels were being changed from wet tyres to dry tyres. But here we are, and I'm glad to say that sunshine's coming down on us, and it's very, very pleasant. The golf course, splendid, isn't it? Lovely course. So what do you reckon for the weekend, what we should do then? Well, I'll give you my game plan tomorrow. Up again, really at the crack of dawn, probably 6:30. Shower 7 for 7:30 breakfast. And I'm going to be at the track probably for 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. And of course, I mean, this weekend's quite an exceptional weekend because our team's going to be running for the first time this year 4 cars. Yes, that's right, unfortunately, my teammate has got a spare car of his own all this weekend. And then that will basically eliminate all the dramas that we had in Sao Paulo with him borrowing my spare car, etc., etc. So, a lot of work to be done. Crack a sparrow, we call it in the morning, but I want to be quick, straight off the bat, so I predict that hopefully within half a dozen laps we'll be at the top of the time board, and then we'll have to work very, very hard to maintain that this weekend.
マンセルはカタロニアサーキットで仕事を始め、2位に1秒以上の差をつけ、1分20秒19で暫定ポールポジションを得た。いい一日だったね。
Yeah, another great day. Not exactly as we had hoped, though. My teammate, unfortunately, is in fourth position. Been a lot of excitement there at the circuit today. A lot of cars spinning off, which you might be able to see some of the footage later. But the track hasn't rubbered in at all. It's very green, as we call it, and there's no grip on any particular corner. It makes life very, very difficult indeed to obviously try and go as quickly as one can. Great day though for me again. We're on pole position by just 1 second, and that might sound quite good, but really with the problems we had, I'd be a lot more comfortable if that margin was a bit more.
土曜日、この日のスペインは雨がひどく、ドライバーたちにとって憂鬱な一日となった。金曜のプラクティスのタイムが有効となり、マンセルのポールポジションが確定したが、この雨のおかげでお楽しみは中止となった。コースが水浸しではゴルフはできない。マンセルの土曜日は文字通り水に流されたわけだ。決勝の朝、天気は回復していない。
I think you can sort of have a pan round, have a look at the sky. It doesn't exactly feel full of confidence. It's never nice to get up on a Sunday morning and know that you're going to have a race whereby it's going to be a little bit of a lottery, and the elements are going to play a very large part in the outcome of the race today. Even if you get a good start, which obviously I'm hoping to get a good start, within 10 or 15 laps you'll be coming round to lap the back markers, and in these conditions not one driver will be able to see behind him because of the spray, the plumes of spray, and therefore overtaking even slow cars is going to be very, very difficult.
ひどいコンディションの中、パトレーゼはバリアに突っ込みリタイア、セナも犠牲者となった。雨の中での激しいバトルを制したのはやはりマンセル。イギリス人としては初の4連勝を飾った。マンセルはこれでドライバーズチャンピオンシップでトップの40点、パトレーゼは18点で動かず、シューマッハに激しく追い上げられている。ジム・クラークの25勝に並んだマンセルは残りのヨーロッパレースの拠点となるマントーの自宅へと戻っていった。ヨーロッパの小さな共和国サンマリノはアペニン山脈の東側にあり、素晴らしい景色に惹かれ毎年350万もの観光客が訪れる。サンマリノは F1 第5戦の開催国だが、この小さな首都にエグゾーストノートが轟くことはない。北西に110キロほど行ったイタリアの都市ユモラこそサンマリノグランプリの開催地である。
Good morning to you all. Welcome to the sunshine. It's pleasant to be here in Italy. We're at the San Marino Grand Prix. We're just leaving the hotel here on the first day. It's Friday morning and it's quite early this morning. It's 7:30. Well, I mean, the fans here are just second to none anywhere in the world. The Tifosi, as they're renowned. I think working for Ferrari for 2 years obviously endeared them to me and vice versa. And we share a great sense of enthusiasm for racing.
ウィリアムズチームが91年にマンセルをフェラーリから引き抜いたのはまさにその情熱ゆえである。広報部長のシェリダン・シンにマンセルの魅力について語ってもらった。
His enduring, unfailing determination, no matter what the adversity, his absolute commitment to performance all the time, and his sheer raw enthusiasm for all that's best in racing. And we'd known that for the 4 years he worked with us before, and we wanted to get back to that sort of level.
マンセルは金曜日の予選でまたしても1分21秒8という記録を出した。
Well, we're very pleased with today. I mean, today was a very special lap again, similar to the lap we did in Brazil. but it was more special because I did it in my race car, not my qualifying car, because my teammate had to have the qualifying car because he had problems with his race car. So it's a bit like musical chairs, and the best engine wasn't in the race car because that was the engine for doing the homework for race condition tomorrow. So, I mean, we're really delighted. I mean, it was a great day today, and I mean, hopefully we'll have a better one tomorrow.
イタリア人はレースに対して熱狂的である。サーキットの中に大観衆、外にも大観衆。まさにありとあらゆる方法でレースを見ようとしている。注目の土曜の予選、マンセルの前日のタイムを誰も破れなかった。パトレーゼは2位。このイタリア人チームメートは自分の国でプレッシャーがあったのだろうか。
Well, I mean, I'm delighted to obviously be on pole position. That qualified him because he is well and truly fired up. This is his home Grand Prix. And, you know, obviously it's very satisfying to still remain on pole. But there's no question that Ricciardo will be driving as hard as he certainly knows how to try and win the race in his own country tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, it's wonderful to wake up and know that we're going to the racetrack for a dry race, hopefully. I mean, looking in the sky, I don't think I'm tempting fate this morning. But obviously after the Spanish one, I'm delighted.
チケットを持っている人はもう入場している。だが持っていない人も何とか入場してしまう。そしてこの辺りのレストランはレース開始時間になるとどこもガラガラになる。マンセルとパトレーゼが素晴らしいスタートを切った。セナが続く。途中アリスとベルガーは接触して姿を消した。マンセルはそのままトップを守り F1 初の開幕5連勝を決めてしまった。ワールドチャンピオン争いでもマンセルは満点の50ポイントで2位パトレーゼに大差をつけている。初の開幕5連勝だね。
First 5 races in the Formula One Championship
Ever in the history. Oh boy, I tell you, it's incredible. I'm tired, but I'm happy. Oh dear. 地中海の宝石モンテカルロ。このホテルがマンセルを含め多くのドライバーたちの宿。マンセルは久しぶりに家族と楽しんでいる。Hi everybody. Well, here we are in Monte Carlo, the sixth round of the Grand Prix season. I think you can see with the scenery, it's a little bit better venue. I'm here with my family, my wife Roseanne and my 3 children, Chloe, who's age 9, who's 10 in August, Leo, who's 7 and will be 8. Where are you, Leo? Oh, he's gone running now. Oh, there he is, he's hiding. And of course Greg, the Terror, which is hiding on the ground there, and he's just 4.
ここでは休日となる金曜日はもちろんゴルフ。
I think you'll agree that you have the most astonishing backdrop of any golf course in the world. Here you have Monte Carlo. You can actually hear in the background some Formula 3 cars running around the streets as we speak at this moment. I mean, and what a beautiful setting. One thing I can promise you, if you hook the ball to the left, you don't go and look for it. It's a long way down there. Follow us around and enjoy it.
土曜日、モナコの人たちがショッピングをしている頃、マンセルはセッション終了直前に木曜日のベストタイムをさらに2秒縮めた。またまたポールポジション。2位はパトレーゼ。アレジはマクラーレンに食い込み4位につけた。今までで一番嬉しいポールポジションじゃないですか。
Absolutely, this year. And it's very, very special to get pole position in Monte Carlo anyway. And, you know, the way it actually transpired today and doing the time and the speed that we did was, you know, extraordinary.
そして迎えた決勝の日。
Good morning, everybody. It's 9 o'clock. I'm late. I'm about half an hour late going to the pits. Slept a bit heavy, but as you can see, the weather's on our side, and we've got warm up in literally an hour and a half's time. We just hope that everything runs well this morning.
この美しい地にも次第に観衆が集まり、雰囲気は一変する。完璧なスタートをしたマンセルだが、セナは1コーナーでパトレーゼをかわし、マンセルを追走する。71周目までトップを保っていたマンセルだが、タイヤのトラブルでピットインした隙にセナがトップを奪った。マンセルはここ数年で最もスリリングなバトルを展開したが追い抜けず、セナの今季初優勝が決まった。記録上第50回モナコグランプリであなたは2位ですが、実際の勝者はあなただという声も聞かれますね。
I probably agree with that because just coming back to the hotel now, a complete stranger said you won the race today. And that's very nice. It's not comforting, but it's not the extra 4 points that I wanted, but it's very nice that the public, see fit to actually volunteer these things to me, and it gives you a good feeling, that's for certain. And I've got an affinity with the fans, so as long as they think I've won, probably that's all that matters.
カナダ・モントリオール第7戦の舞台ノートルダム島のサーキットの全貌は空からしか見えない。金曜日の朝。
It's going to be a real tough one this weekend. Why? Because Honda have got a lot more power now. They'll be on a high, winning in Monte Carlo. We haven't made any improvements, unfortunately, at this moment in time with the engine or the chassis, so it's still status quo from the Williams team. But the exciting thing from our point of view is the next race, in the French Grand Prix, we have the new engine that we're going to actually race, which is the RS4. So we do have something up our sleeve which is imminently coming. But unfortunately for this one,
オールドモントリオールのすぐ近くのサーキットでマンセルはこの日スピンアウトした上、マシントラブルも重なって4位に終わった。明けて土曜日、雨の中で待つ辛さはサインをせがまれることによって和らぐ。ぐずついた天気の中で行われた二次予選。マンセルはこの日一番速いタイムを出したが3位に上がったに過ぎなかった。ナイジェル、今日は疲れ果てだろう。
I'm actually shattered, and the reason for being shattered is the race distance tomorrow is 78 laps. We actually did 90 laps today in the warm-up this morning and qualifying this afternoon. We did 80-something laps yesterday, so we've already done more than 2 Grand Prix distances, and we've still got the race to come. So, I mean, not only myself, but there's a lot of drivers in the pit lane and my teammate that are very tired.
でも今日3位に上がったじゃないか。
Made a slight improvement up into third from fourth, but track conditions were very, very difficult, and third's better than fourth, but it's going to be a tough fight tomorrow for sure.
カナダのヒーロー、ジル・ビルニューブにちなんで命名されたサーキットで、マンセルは絶妙なスタートでパトレーゼを抜き去り、15周目の最終コーナーでセナをパスしようとしてコースアウト。彼のマシンは激しくスピンしてリタイア。結局セナもリタイアしてレースはベルガーの独壇場となった。ナイジェル、テレビで見ると君は随分怒ってたけど、でもなぜあそこで抜こうとしたんだい？
I'd rather not. I mean, it's history now, and it's one of those things. The stewards are looking into it, but fortunately, we're intact. I think it's justice that his car stopped, and it's very unfortunate for my teammate Ricardo because he had gearbox problems. But the race ended up being a mighty strange race. I wouldn't have made the overtaking manoeuvre unless I felt very comfortable with it, and I did. Otherwise, I could have just sat behind like I was all those laps. And then obviously that happened, but looking at it on the positive side, nobody's got any closer to me. My teammate's still the next closest, so 28 points behind. So, yes, Schumacher in the Benetton is closer to my teammate, but I suppose what mattered was no one came closer on the championship. But we'll wait and see what the next one. Of course, there's a great English saying, we live to fight another day.
フランスのひまわり畑の平和と静けさはトラックの騒音によって乱された。フランスのトラックドライバーたちは車に関する新しい法律に反対するため、このグランプリウィークを選んでデモを決行。サーキットへの道路を封鎖していた。マンセルはこのバリケードを何とか通り抜け、マニクールにあるホテルへたどり着いた。
So here we are after about 3 weeks from the Montreal Grand Prix. Well, we've got a glorious morning. The forecast for tomorrow is rain. It's raining currently in a lot of parts of Europe now, and especially in England. So I think it's very, very important qualifying today. I think the qualifying times will probably stand today, so we've got to get our act together, and hopefully we'll be back on the front row where I think we deserve to be.
4.27 キロのマニクールサーキットはフランスのミッテラン大統領の故郷に作られ、91年に初のグランプリを開催。マンセルが優勝した。今日の予選でも1分15秒047のタイムでマンセルが圧勝。以下パトレーゼ、セナ、ベルガー、シューマッハと続く。そしてこの日の締めくくりはゴルフ。
As you can hear in the background here, this racetrack is one of the best, purely and simply, to have a golf course right on the edge of the circuit. Here we are playing golf. It's rather infuriating, the noise, but at least we're out on the golf course enjoying ourselves.
土曜日の朝、パリからの道路はすべて閉鎖されてしまった。警官が来ても彼らは動こうとはしない。
You'll see quite a lot of the truck strike, I should imagine, on this particular episode of the French Grand Prix. That's it really, other than the fact that because it's like it is this morning, I've had to get up earlier and go to work a little bit early. I was hoping that it was pouring with rain this morning, and if I'd have looked out the window and it was raining, I could have spent another 30 minutes in bed. However, we can't, and we're off to work.
マンセルはこの日コースレコードを記録する。
We've had a very indifferent day where it's been dry, it's been wet. We've had that in one session, so we've actually practiced in the wet conditions anyway, which is quite good because now if the race is wet tomorrow, we won't have to have extra practice. The track conditions and the temperature being cooler today obviously made it a lot faster. We've actually smashed the track record. We've now got down into the 1 minute 13.8 second bracket, and my teammate's next with 1:14.3. And then you have the McLarens of Ayrton Senna and Gerhard Berger coming up next at 1:15.1 and 1:15.3 respectively. So we've had to go a lot quicker this afternoon to protect the front row.
日曜の朝は嫌な天気だった。
The biggest thing is the wing setting for the car. It's when the conditions are like this, how much wing to run. Why I say that? Because if it does rain and you're running too little wing, you're going to be slow. If you run a lot of wing and it rains all the time, you're going to be quick. But then if it dries out, you're going to be slow. It's what we call the chicken and egg situation. If you could really know exactly what the conditions are going to be for the race, we can put the best wing setting on for the car, and then for sure we'll be competitive in all types of condition.
デモはまだ続いていて、サーキットへの交通を邪魔していた。 バスは警官の助けを借りてなんとかマニクールへと向かい、サーキット付近では逆にいつものような渋滞は見られなかった。決勝ラウンド、マンセルは思ったようなスタートができず、トップでコーナーに入ったのはパトレーゼだった。チームメイト同士の激しいバトルが繰り広げられたが、雨のためレッドフラッグが振られ、レースは中断。再スタートとなったが再び雨。マンセルは5秒台という驚異的なピット作業でタイヤをレインに交換後、素晴らしいドライブを見せて27回目の優勝を成し遂げた。パトレーゼが2位、3位にはブランドルが入り、初めて表彰台に立った。ドライバーズチャンピオンシップはマンセルが66点で2位のパトレーゼとはほぼダブルスコアとなった。コンストラクターズはウィリアムズチームがついに100点の大台に乗せてタイトルへと突き進む。マンセルは疲れ果ててマニクールサーキットのヘリポートに到着。
Yeah, it's fantastic, and I mean, you saw it was a very hard race. It was a long one. Stop, go, and I mean, just marvelous victory. Very, very good.
今や彼はジャッキー・スチュワートの27勝に並んだ。ロンドンの北西シルバーストーンの片田舎は一年中で最もにぎわう時期を迎えようとしていた。草原にさえタバッツの看板が置かれている。
Well, welcome here to my home Grand Prix, the Silverstone Grand Prix, and as you can see, the weather's been extremely kind. It's pouring with rain, but I've got a smile on my face because I'm going to be performing in my own country. There's no problems with language, there's no problems with accommodation or food.
天気予報より曇っていたが、マンセルはウィリアムズ・ルノー FW14B のコックピットにいないときは最もお気に入りの場所、ゴルフコースにいる。
Things are very, very good. I mean, what could be better? I mean, gentlemen. I mean, it really is tremendous, isn't it? Come on, come on. I'll try to get you in the water. He's done this job before. Now that would have been really good if you'd have done that.
Come across front.
Hi. Once we start, though, we're in trouble, aren't we?
一仕事を終えてサーキットに戻ってきたマンセルに会えて喜ぶファン。彼女は自分の幸運が信じられない。
Well done. Love to see you. I've been dying for this for ages. I was just going back for a rest.
Yeah, how are you? All right?
Oh, I'm fine now. Oh, it's grand.
There you go.
Oh, thank you ever so much. Best of luck for Sunday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
次の仕事は世界中のマスコミとの会見。ウィリアムズとの契約はどうなりますか？再契約しますか？
Well, I mean, that's a heck of a question, and thank you very much.
いや、誰かが聞かなければならないんですから。
Well, it's caught me off there a little bit. It's as simple as this, that at the moment, I don't know anything. Frank and I have negotiated, we've more or less come to a agreement on everything other than one thing, and that is who will be in the other car. And this hasn't been clarified to me yet. There's obviously been a lot of speculation, none of which I can verify, and therefore telling me he can have the drive as long as it's Ricardo Patrese, right?
Nice one, Nigel.
ここはマンセルとその家族、親戚、友人たちがこの週末を過ごす家。多くのファンと同様、シルバーストーンサーキットの敷地内でキャンピングだ。
Good morning, everybody. Well, here we are at Silverstone. Lovely Friday morning. You can see if you pan round that it's rained very, very heavily in the night. It's just going 9 o'clock, and in about 10 minutes' time, I'll be going down to the pits.
a quick brief with the engineer, and then basically probably about 20 to 10 I'll be sitting in the car at the end of the pit lane. Why 20 minutes before the practice starts? Basically because it's my home Grand Prix and I'd like to be first out on the track, because ticket sales are already 40% sold up over and above last year, and I reckon the crowd here even today will be something like 40 or 50,000 people. I think today with the weather forecasts are going to be very, very important, because all the times I feel will be set today in qualifying, because I feel for tomorrow it's going to be raining.
シルバーストーンの 5.2 キロのサーキットはマンセルの18番。今回の一次予選で彼は自分の記録を更新する1分18秒96後の見事なタイムを出した。フロントローはマンセル・パトレーゼの指定席になってしまった。ナイジェル、今日は見事だったね。
That was a very, very special 1-hour qualifying session, and I think not for a few years here at Silverstone you'll see a car go that quick ever again, I think.
昨日の記者会見では1分19秒9以上は出せないって言ってたけど、今日のタイムは1秒以上も速かったよね。
I'm motivated.
去年の予選より2秒も速い。一体どのエンジンで走ったんだい？
We're using the RS4 and the car and the engine work perfectly. We've had a few little problems, but I've got to say that I'm immensely happy, and I don't think I can go quicker than that. I mean, that was a sensational lap.
子供と水鉄砲で遊ぶマンセル。次男のグレッグが父親を狙い撃ち。そして娘のクローも仲間入り。ウィリアムズの広報部長シェリダンも長男レオの餌食となる。そして日が沈む頃、サッカーが始まった。翌朝、マンセルたちのキャンプは静かだった。サーキット入り口近くの草原でも同じように何千人ものキャンパーたちの朝が始まる。しかし雨が降り始めた。キャンパーたちにとって嫌な雨もマンセルにとっては都合がいい。誰も昨日のタイムに追いつけないからだ。雨の中、特別なお客様がやってきた。みんなが集まって一目見ようとしているのはマンセルの帽子をかぶったウィリアム王子。未来の国王が世界チャンピオンを訪ねてきたのである。決勝の日、サーキットへ VIP を案内するためのヘリコプターがシルバーストーン上空を飛んでいる。
Good morning, everybody. Well, here we are. Nice sunny start to the day anyway. It's Sunday, obviously, at 20 to 8 in the morning. Warm-ups literally just over an hour's time. We've got to get cracking and get into it. A lot of pressure on me today, but we'll see if we can come through. We've come through before, so I think you'll find it a very interesting day, and I'll speak to you after warm-up, see how things go. Catch up with you later.
F1 グッズは飛ぶように売れている。みんなこの記念すべき日の思い出が欲しいのだ。さまざまなサポートイベントがすべて終了すると、いよいよ F1 の決勝となる。ス タートが悪かったマンセルだが落ち着いてレースを続け、最終的には2位パトレーゼを39秒差に抑えて優勝。ウイニングランの途中で止まってしまったマンセルのマシーンを囲んだファンたちは興奮し、マンセルを文字通りマシーンから引きずり出して勝利を祝うお祭り騒ぎに引き込んだ。彼らにとってマンセルは最高のヒーローだ。ドライバーズチャンピオンシップでのマンセルとパトレーゼの差は36点となり、以下シューマッハ、ベルガー、セナ、ブランドルと続く。コンストラクターズチャンピオンシップではウィリアムズ・ルノーの完全な独走となっている。
What can one say is about the scenes after the race, except that obviously a little worrying for a little while, but I mean the crowd, I've never seen the crowd like it anywhere in the world, and although perhaps it was a little dangerous in places, it was absolutely stupendous, fantastic, marvellous and very, very flattering. With the exception of being pulled out the car like a rag doll and various hands going places they shouldn't go and being thrown around a little bit, obviously it was fantastic, very enjoyable, and as I said, and I'll say it to you, I dedicate my 28th and most historic victory to date to the fans in England and around the world.
フロリダにあるナイジェル・マンセルの家、皆さんを特別室へご案内いたしましょう。
Well, welcome to the trophy room. We've got a few specials in here I'd just like to point out to you. This is a collection of Waterford crystal, and in 1985, which was my first Grand Prix win, starting at the top, which was in England at Brands Hatch, which was the European Grand Prix. The second one in 86, which was also at Brands Hatch, which was an epic battle between Nelson Piquet and myself. And then in 87, the race actually changed from Brands Hatch to Silverstone, and we won, creating a hat-trick of wins in my own country. And then we had two second places in between 87 and 91, and the one at the end there in the middle is not Waterford Crystal, but that was the winner's trophy of last year in 1991. So 4 race wins in my home country in 2 seconds, very special. And then moving along here, we've obviously collected some other trophies around the world, which is from Mexico, South Africa, Italy. So what we've got to hope for, we might have to sort of make a little bit more room this year, but I hope to sort of get a few more to join the collection.
「マンハイム」1885年にガソリンで走る車を初めて作ったエンジニアカール・ベンツを生んだ町。その近郊にあるひまわり畑に囲まれたここが今回のマンセルの宿。カール・ベンツの発明は F1 へと発展し、ホッケンハイムの森にこだまする。
Well, good morning everybody. Here we are, Friday morning. It's the 10th round of the Formula One Grand Prix circuit. We're currently at the Waldorf Holiday Inn Hotel, which is approximately about 15-20 minutes away from the circuit. A bit later than usual this morning. Forecast 32 degrees, going to be very hot, possibly thunderstorms a bit later. Same sort of forecast for tomorrow, so as per usual, try and get the job done today, get on provisional pole, and then whatever the...
ホッケンハイムは小さな村でサーキットによってのみその名を知られている。 F1 が転戦する中で最も長い 6.8 キロのコースは直線が多いハイスピードサーキットだ。真っ先にピットからコースに出ていったマンセルは1分38秒34で暫定ポールポジションを獲得。他の選手に2秒以上の差をつけた。アイルトン・セナはマンセルとパトレーゼの間に割り込んで2位。ウィリアムズのフロントロー独占を阻んだ。どのドライバーがどのチームに所属するかはオフシーズンのドラマだが、その中でルノーエンジンの存在は大きい。フランスの会社としてルノーはエルフとともにフランス人ドライバーを望んでいる。 そしてアラン・プロスト以外にめぼしい候補はいない。だが彼はマンセルをチームメイトとして望んでいない。ここにフランク・ウィリアムズとルノーとマンセルのジレンマがある。
Say is that it's not going to surprise me when I find out next week that there's going to be changes, and what those changes will be, I'm not quite sure. I think maybe Prost might be in the equation. There might be a couple of other things in the equation too, but I've been in the game long enough not to predict those kind of things.
土曜日、どんなに早朝でもマンセルは気軽にサインをする。それがたとえ10マルク紙幣であっても。ミハイル・シューマッハにとっては自分の国での初グランプリである。そのシューマッハはいいところを見せようとしてスピン。パトレーゼはマンセルのマシンを借りて素晴らしいタイムを出したが、マンセルがセッションの最後に1分37秒96のタイムで9度目のポールポジションを得た。レース日の早朝、ホテルの近くの川と草原は霧に煙っていた。マンセルとロザンヌはいつもと違う方法でサーキットへ向かう。レース日の渋滞を避けるためにシェリダンがドイツにあるルノーを通してこのスーパーバイクを手配したのだ。レンタル料、タンクへのサインだけで OK。 ヘルメットにもなぜかポルシェにも。激しいバトルはセナを追うマンセルという形で続く。試験員をまっすぐ横切ってしまったマンセルは砂煙を上げながらもコースへ復帰しセナを抜くことに成功。そのままチェッカーを受け10戦目にして8勝を挙げた。パトレーゼはフィニッシュラインまでわずか500メートルの地点でコースアウト。このおかげでシューマッハは母国で表彰台に上がることができた。ドライバーズチャンピオンシップにおけるマンセルと運のないパトレーゼとの差は46点となり、マンセルのタイトル獲得はほぼ確実となった。普段人気のないこの小さな飛行場は1年で一番忙しい日を迎えていた。そう、彼らはウィナーであるマンセルを待っていたのだ。ファンはマンセルを祝福し、彼はサインと特別なプレゼントでそれに応えた。マンセルの自宅があるマン島の空港。今日彼は長年の夢を実現するための旅に出る。 F1 グランプリ第11戦が開催されるブダペストに専用機で飛び、初のワールドチャンピオンをつかむのだ。プレッシャーがかかる状況にもかかわらず、機内の彼は驚くほどリラックスしていた。
Well, good morning to you, everybody. Welcome, and I'm glad you could join us here on this British Aerospace 1000 aircraft. It's a corporate jet, one of the latest ones of its kind. And we're presently an hour and a half into our journey to Budapest. Budapest, as you will see, is a very interesting city. And obviously the venue for the 11th round of the Formula One Grand Prix Championship. What can I say about the championship at this time? It's been marvellous, hasn't it? 8 wins out of 10 races. A second at Monte Carlo, which we perhaps could have won. And now going to Budapest with bated breath because, yes, you're right. If we win here in Budapest this weekend, that elusive World Championship could be ours, or will be ours, I should say.
マントーからこの豪華なジェット機に乗り、ちょうど1時間半でブダペストに到着。マンセルは今まで3度も逃したタイトルを取るためにハンガリーの土を踏んだ。金曜日、今日の一次予選は非常に重要だ。サーキットに出かける時間も早い。
No, not really. No. Well, I don't know how things are going to turn out today. I mean, awful lot of things happening at the circuit. There's a few ultimatums flying around as well as to when perhaps one should make one's decision, like yesterday. But the fuel situation is the biggest thing on my mind today, and the performance of the car. I've learnt that a lot of teams have learnt through testing that they've lost no performance at all, whereas we've definitely lost a lot of performance on our fuel.
3.9 キロのハンガロリンクサーキット。予選ではマンセルはあまり調子が良くなかった。欲求不満のセッションを終えて、彼は同僚パトレーゼに続く2位に甘んじた。
We've only got second place today. My teammate's on pole. He beat me by 0.2 of a second, but we've had a lot of problems. I went out in my T car first of all this morning and lost it because it basically stopped out on the circuit. That created quite a lot of interest. I just had to wait for a long time for the marshals to push me in a safe position at the end of the pit lane. It's been one of the hardest days so far this season, and we've basically got to be patient and just hope that we can have a much better day tomorrow. Good night. Friday evening. See you Saturday.
土曜日、グランプリを左右する重要なポールポジションを獲得するチャンスがもう一度ある。
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, the weather's flipping indifferent, a bit windy, but we need to try and get on pole position today. I had a better night's sleep, so I'm hopefully fired up a little bit better today. The cars will operate, I think, a little bit fairer, so I might be able to get the job done today.
しかし、アクシデントがマンセルのタイム更新を阻んだ。怪我はしなかった？
Yeah, I mean, my shoulder's hurting and my neck's aching, but that's normal after you've had a 160 mile an hour accident. So, but it's quite strange. In 150 yards, there was 4 or 5 accidents, all on the same lap. It's not going to be any Sunday afternoon drive tomorrow, that's for certain. It's going to be very hot, very tiring. One of the longest races in the Grand Prix calendar. I mean, it'd be 1 hour 50, 55 minutes tomorrow, so it's going to be a tough old race, 77 laps.
見事なロケットスタートで飛び出したパトレーゼと第1コーナーで接触しそうになったマンセルはセナとベルガーに抜かれて4位に転落。だが冷静さを取り戻しベルガーを抜き返して3位になった。ここで3位以内に入ればタイトルを取ることができる。パンクしたタイヤを変えてコースに戻った時には6位にまで落ちてしまった。しかしパトレーゼがリタイアしハッキネン、ブランドル、そして再度ベルガーを抜いてマンセルは2位でゴール。夢は実現した。ワールドチャンピオンだ。残り50ポイントしかない現時点でマンセルは2位パトレーゼとの差を52ポイントとした。もう誰も彼を追い抜くことはできないのだ。新チャンピオンとなったマンセルはこの歴史的な旅の始まりとなったジェット機で故郷に帰る。
It's fantastic. We're on the way back home to the Isle of Man. I don't know whether it has sunk in yet. I mean, I've got this silly smile on my face and I've just about gathered my breath and, you know what I mean? Oh, it's just the most fantastic feeling and the best day in my life.
故郷の小さな飛行場で待っていたものは大歓迎だ。島民の歓迎に感動しながらマンセルは車へと向かった。満島にある海辺の家に新しい朝が来た。新ワールドチャンピオンのマンセルにとって初めての朝だ。家族と共に最高の喜びをシャンペンに託すマンセル。
Well, 5 races where the pressure will be off me, so it might even be that I'll go even quicker now. I haven't sort of got to worry about the championship, and I can go out there and just drive and drive with ease. But I'd just like to finish in saying to all of you out there who's watching this, a very, very big thank you, because this World Championship that we've managed to win after 30 years, if you like, because that's the first time I drove a car, when I was 8 or 9. It's partly yours. I mean, you gave me the support, you gave me the encouragement, and you all made me unretire 2 years ago, and we did it all for the right reason.
生涯の目標を達成した喜びを家族とかみしめていたいマンセルだが、プライベートな時間は短い。
The phone hasn't stopped ringing. The gate buzzers hasn't stopped, and really the house has been absolute chaos. People have been coming and going, and I just don't know sort of where the last 2 days have gone.
しかしこの後行われた記者会見では、すでにマスコミの興味の対象はマンセルの将来のことだった。
The decision whether I retire or not is not mine. If I am given the opportunity to defend and carry on my career in the way that I've driven and strived for the World Championship this last 2 years and the last 13 years, if you like, in Formula One, then I will continue. If that opportunity is not afforded me, and this is not new today, it's what I said 2 years ago, then even more today than 2 years ago, I'm not there to make the numbers up. And therefore, one might consider retiring, obviously.
彼にそのチャンスがあるかどうかはわからない。だが少なくとも今は成功を楽しんでいる。
Hang on a minute. Boom. There you go.
9日後、マンセルは再び FW14B に乗るためにここベルギーにやってきた。ワールドチャンピオンは決まったが、まだレースは何戦もある。休むことは許されないのだ。
My normal bright and early call. Here we are at 8 o'clock on Friday morning. Didn't sleep very well last night. I think it's getting used to the fact that the championship has been won, and I've been at the track yesterday and seems to be having more hassle than normal. The humdrum of daily life is more or less the same, except that the demands on your time seem to have almost doubled since concluding the championship in Hungary. There is definitely a significant difference. Today I'm very pleased to say that the weather is good, and we've just got to go and see what happens a bit later on.
サーキットで行われた一次予選でマンセルはワールドチャンピオンの底力を見せつけ、1分50秒545で暫定ポールポジションを得た。2.2 秒遅れでセナ、3位はシューマッハ。チームメートのパトレーゼは4位だ。土曜日、F1 はもちろん普 通の車を運転することもできないような大雨が一日中激しく降り続いた。この天気のおかげで金曜日のマンセルのタイムに迫るものはなく、彼は難なくポールポジションをキープした。そしてゴルフ場の閉鎖のサインもマンセルを止めることはできなかった。彼はチームメートのパトレーゼや歌手のクリス・デバーをびしょ濡れのコースに連れ出した。
Well, it's a dog-leg left, Chris, not right.
What a pity. But that's how it's fantastic. It's dead centre of the fairway, and
Ricardo,
position uno.
決勝の日、マンセルはバイクでサーキットに行くことを決め、スタッフの一人を誘った。
Okay.
だがこのスタッフは怖がってしまい、結局一人で行くことになった。トラクションコントロールによるマンセルのスタートはうまくいかず、セナがトップになった。だが5周目、マンセルはセナを抜くがパトレーゼは追い上げられるという展開となる。しかしこの時雨が本降りになり、マンセル、パトレーゼともにタイヤ交換のためピットイン。再びセナがトップとなる。だがスリップのまま走り続けていたセナはあっさりとレッド5にトップの座を明け渡した。その後17周トップを守っていたマンセルだが、路面は再びドライへと変化。ピットインのタイミングをうかがうレッド5を尻目に、早々とベネトン勢、そしてパトレーゼもスリップへと交換してしまった。ようやくピットインしたマンセルだったが、時すでに遅く、シューマッハが初めてトップでチェッカーフラッグを受けた。マンセルは2位、パトレーゼは3位でウィリアムズチームのコンストラクターズタイトルが決定した。
Yeah, I mean, in the lead for a long, long time, and then obviously we had quite a severe engine problem at the end. It was only working on 9 cylinders, I believe, or maybe even 8. So all credit to Renault, because I didn't think the engine was going to last, and I actually, the last 7 laps was, I must have lost something in the region of about 100 horsepower, and still managed to keep going, and that was amazing.
9度目の優勝は逃したが、モンツァへの期待を残してマンセルは空港へと急いだ。モンツァはミラノの北西8マイルにある。非常に優雅な元の王宮は広大な公園を見下ろしている。モンツァサーキットはこの公園の中にある。グランプリウィーク中はまだ木々に朝露が残っている早朝のうちから、モンツァの街は熱狂的なことで有名なイタリアのモーターレースファンで占領されてしまう。そして街中にフェラーリの旗が翻ることになるのである。
Good morning, everybody. Here we are, 8 o'clock in the morning. I was going to say the San Marino race, but I've corrected myself. It is the Monza race, of course. A lot of things have been happening. We've had incredible tropical storms the last 2 days. I mean, I hope that it's actually blown over, but the front that's been hanging around the last 2 days has been incredible.
この日のモンツァのサーキットでは契約交渉が進行中にもかかわらず、マンセルが快調に飛ばしていた。タイムは1分22秒586。セナが3分の1秒差で2位だったが、イタリア人が最も狂気したのはアレジがドライブするフェラーリの3位だった。マンセルの次の予定はサッカー。F1 のカメラマンチームとの対戦だ。マンセルの所属したチームは6対4で勝った。 暫定ポールポジションに加えて勝利のメダルも手に入れたマンセルは上機嫌。明けて土曜日。
A little bit stiff this morning, but I think you know the answer why to that. Feet are hurting incredibly. But it's going to be another nice day, I hope. You can tell from the voice that I've been shouting too much. Got to defend the pole position today. I think that the car should be a little bit better, but all credit again to McLaren and Honda because they got a lot closer yesterday, and I think their active car has made a very, very big improvement.
有名なスカラ座の前でスタイリッシュなミラノっ子たちがショッピングを楽しんでいる。サーキットではマンセルが再び快調だ。前日のタイムを上回る1分22秒221を出してポールポジションを確定した。
Very thrilled that I was only the one of the top 4 drivers to actually go quicker today. So, I mean, I'm drawing some satisfaction from that.
未解決のままの契約問題はワールドチャンピオンに耐え難いプレッシャーをかけていた。
Bright and early, no rain at the moment, although it could be forecast for a little bit later on for showers. Optimistic for today. Obviously defending the pole position of yesterday was very, very satisfying. As I said, just catching up on last night, to be the only top driver to go a little bit quicker yesterday was probably more satisfying than people can think, especially here in Monza.
熱狂的なイタリアのファンは考えられる限りの手段でサーキットに向かっていた。しかしマンセルはウォームアップセッション直後に緊急記者会見を行い F1 界に対して爆弾を落としていた。
Due to circumstances beyond my control, I have decided to retire from Formula One at the end of the season.
ウィリアムズチームサイドはマンセルの会見を中止させようと必死に最後の努力を試みたがマンセルを止めることはできなかった。気持ちがすっきりしたのかマンセルは素晴らしいスタートを見せ終始レースをリードした。本国のレースで勝ちたいというパトレーゼのリクエストに応えワンツーフィニッシュを狙っていたがマンセルはギアボックス、パトレーゼはサスペンションのトラブルに見舞われる。思いがけない状況で勝利を握ったのはセナだった。ブランドルは同僚のシューマッハを抑えて2位に入りベネトンチームには嬉しい結果となった。チャンピオン争いはすでに決着し興味は2位争いに移ったがシューマッハがパトレーゼ、セナをわずかに抑えコンストラクターズポイントでもベネトンがマクラーレンを抜く結果となった。レースはリタイアで君の引退発表もあったしなんだか寂しい一日だったね。
Well, it depends how you look at it, really. I mean, obviously it's very sad because it's come to the point that I've chosen to retire, but there's many reasons why I've taken that decision. I've won the World Championship now. It's taken a long time. It's taken literally blood, sweat and tears. Huge sacrifices personally with the family and with my wife. And yeah, well, all I say is that, you know, I'm disappointed too, but I mean, I'm afraid it was out my hands, and you know, I informed everybody that if things didn't sort of come to fruition very quickly, that this was imminently going to happen. So I didn't just spring it on people. I did give them warning and gave them time to sort things out, but alas, you know, it was all too late.
一つの時代が終わった。マンセルと彼のファンにとって深い失望が残った。 1週間後、マンセルとロザンヌは新しい本のキャンペーンのためロンドンにあるルノーのショールームに現れた。皮肉なことに本のタイトルはマンセルとウィリアムズである。
Thanks for coming. Yeah, well, that's a good one, isn't it? I mean, obviously, we signed for the new Manhas team, and that's going to be an incredible new challenge. Can't really tell you much about the cars. I've never driven one, never sat in one, but I think the important thing is we've got 3 races to go this year in Formula One. I still want to try and get that elusive 9th win, which has never ever been done before, and get a few more points for the team.
この本はロンドンのビジネス街でも今朝売り出された。そして店の前にはこの本を買おうとする人々の長い列。お目当ては本人のサイン。モーターレーシングファンにとっては完璧なクリスマスプレゼントだ。400冊以上にサインしたマンセルは手が痛くなったようだ。おっと、こんなところでもう1冊。次の目的地は有名な観光名所、マダム・タッソーの蝋人形館。ここには世界中の有名人の蝋人形が展示されているが、 F1 ドライバーはマンセルが初めてだ。今日初めてモデルになるのである。
And you can see now, as well as going as fast as one can around the circuits, you have to require a bit of patience doing this, especially when you have the point stuck up your nose.
ポルトガルの首都リスボンから西へ24キロほどのところにあるリゾート地エストリルにマンセルを訪ねた。引退発表から2週間、現在の彼の気持ちを聞くチャンスである。
I mean, what can one say except, I mean, huge disappointment, really. I would have liked to defend the World Championship in the manner that I have won it, but I think the nice thing for me, sitting back here nice and relaxed without saying anything to the detriment of the team anymore, is that people can witness still the wranglings going on in Formula One. From a personal point of view, I'm glad to have made a decision with a lot of thought, with diligence, with patience, with Roseanne, over a period of time. Not a snap decision, not a quick decision, and not a painless one. But nevertheless, I'm happy now to actually sort of look at you and say, I'm going to continue my racing career in America in the new IndyCar World Series. And
マンセルはこの静かな海辺の町で周囲の雑音を避け静養しているようにさえ見えた。しかし彼にはまだやり残している仕事が3つある。そのうちの1つがこのポルトガルグランプリ。その一次予選、ウィリアムズの2人は他のチームを圧倒的に引き離してみせた。
Well, good afternoon, everybody. I mean, here we are on the 13th tee, and I think you'll agree, looking behind us, there's just the boat going out of shot behind the trees down there, but there's several boats out to sea over there. Beautiful spot. Main thing is it's nice and quiet, away from the hustle and bustle of, obviously, the Portuguese Grand Prix here in Estoril. Well, it's been, I think, quite a good day today, although we had quite a serious, or could have been a very serious accident this morning. I had a hydraulic pump fail on the car, which supplies all the pressure to the active suspension and the gearbox. And that threw me off the circuit, which I was doing about 290 kilometers an hour, where I will actually show you on the map later where I came off. Fortunately, there was a very big runoff area, and therefore I didn't hit anything, but we could have done without that. But then the mechanics did a sterling job. They took about an hour and a half or so to replace the pump, and we went out to qualify 30 minutes later than we should have done in the race car, and I put it on pole position, so I mean, I've got a little bit of a smile on my face. I've got to make a nice birdie on here, except for the building site behind putting you up. Going to move a little bit from left to right. Come on, ball. Yo! We'll accept that.
ゴルフとポールポジションで幸せそうなマンセルであった。夜の嵐も収まり、土曜日の朝が来た。
Bon dia. Good morning, everybody. As you can see, here we are, this wet and wonderful morning. The storms last night were quite incredible, and you know, the only thing I can say is that it's going to be a bit of an indifferent day. The track is certainly going to be completely clean from rubber that we put on yesterday. Today we do our homework with full tanks, but I mean, looking at the conditions, looking at the roads just out here, everywhere is going to be incredibly wet. We've got 2 hours to go until the pit lane opens for free practice this morning, so I don't know whether or not it will be dry by then. It depends very much whether the sun comes up. It looks promising from that point of view, although on that key, if you heard, I don't know whether you picked it up, there was some thunder then just in the background. So, I mean, I think it could be a very, very indifferent day.
2次予選が終わった。ウィリアムズの2人には誰も及ばなかったが、セナだけがタイムを伸ばし、ベルガーに代わってグリッドの3番手に上がってきた。その日の午後は強風がゴルフコースにも吹き荒れた。アラン・プロストが来年のウィリアムズ・ルノーチームのナンバー1ドライバーに確定した。決勝日の早朝。
It's 7:25 in the morning. It's not really getting light yet. You know, I'd suggest that the weather down here in Estoril has probably been the worst that we've had in recent years. Yes, we've had rain, but I mean, not every night and during the course of the day. And I just hope that come lunchtime today we can have at least a dry race. In the meantime, you can watch me load up. I have to do everything.
この日も湿度が高かった。太陽が昇ってからも時折雨が降ったが、観客は大勢やってきた。マンセルは最初のコーナーでパトレーゼに差をつけ、週を重ねるごとにその差を開いていった。パトレーゼはミスを犯して宙を舞い、ピットの壁に激突して止まったが、幸運にも無傷だった。快調に飛ばしていたマンセルは2位に37秒の差をつけてゴール。 新記録のシーズン9勝目を飾り通算30勝とした。またドライバーズチャンピオンシップでも108ポイントを上げ、プロストの持っていた104ポイントの記録を塗り替えた。新記録の9勝目だね。
Fantastic, really happy. The only problem is we're in a big hurry and I can't wait for the next race because where is it? In Japan. It'll be go really. Let's go. Excuse me.
We'll see you in Suzuka.
Okay, we'll see you in Suzuka. Here we go.
新記録を作ってご機嫌なマンセルは飛行機へと急いだ。F1 グランプリ第15戦は日本。決勝の4日前、マンセルは鈴鹿サーキットホテルでくつろいでいた。
Here we are now, Thursday afternoon, around about 4:15 in the afternoon, ready for the onslaught of tomorrow. As you're aware, I mean, the last 2 years in Japan here have been extraordinary, haven't they? I mean, the last race I had with Ferrari in '90 was, of course, when I was winning the race, when the drive shafts broke at the pit stop. And then, of course, last year when we were fighting to stay in the World Championship, I'll say, obviously went off at the end of the pit straight, and that was the end of my race again, and it was the end of mathematical opportunity of winning the championship. Obviously, unpleasant thoughts of 1987 when I had that real severe accident and ended up in hospital, and many other incidents here in Japan. So, I mean, yes, when I look back historically for this race, it hasn't been very successful, but I'm a very positive person, as you know, and I'm really looking forward to this weekend, and I just hope and I pray that the car will work and function as reliable as it has at other races assure.
金曜日の朝、何千もの熱狂的なファンが一次予選を見るために集まってきた。チャレンジングなこのサーキットで一人のドライバーが1秒近く他を引き離した。
I'm sitting in the garden here at Suzuka Circuit Hotel. The time now is 3:30 in the afternoon, and clouds are coming over. Provisional practice today and provisional pole. I'm very pleased to say to you that I did a 1 minute 37.3 seconds, which is the quickest time of the day, and the next time was 1:38.2. Which was my teammate, and then Ayrton Senna was very, very rapid behind with the latest Honda qualifying engine with a 1:38.3. So very, very pleased with that, because the forecast tomorrow, as you're aware, is going to be raining, or I hope it is. Please all pray tonight for rain tomorrow so I can have an easy time.
土曜の朝、マンセルの思惑通り鈴鹿は雨模様。二次予選は完全に潰れた。行き交う人々のさすかさが寒々しい。サーキットに出たドライバーはわずかに12人。どの顔にも失望の色が見えた。ここでマンセルと共に鈴鹿サーキットを一周してみよう。
Okay, well here we are. Good afternoon to you, and we're going to take you on a quick lap of the Suzuka circuit. As you can see, we haven't had a very good day weather-wise today, so it will actually be a qualifying lap of yesterday. Most important thing for a qualifying lap, and a racing lap for that matter, is to come out of this chicane here, obviously as straight and as fast as you can, exiting here in second gear, changing up to third, to fourth and to fifth, even before you get to the start and finish line, grabbing sixth gear about here, and at this point in the dry, doing about 279 kilometers an hour, and then at this point here about 296 to 300 kilometers an hour, depending on the wing setting. This corner, very, very tricky, very fast indeed. You change down to fifth gear, and then changing down, it has what is known as two apexes. This is a two apex corner where you have to slingshot, hit this apex, come out here, drive along, and then hit this apex coming through here. Changing at this point here into sixth gear, and then probably before hitting this corner, you're probably doing about 278 kilometers an hour. Changing down to fourth, very, very quick entry, and then down to third just before the corner, exiting,
changing up to fourth before the bridge, after the bridge up to fifth, and then coming to one of the tighter corners on the circuit to the hairpin, braking 5, 4, 3, 2. Round the corner in second gear, very, very tricky corner here. A lot of traction problems for the car. Very, very hard for the car here and the tyres. Accelerating second, third, fourth, fifth, actually going up the hill over the brow and then changing up to sixth here. Going very quickly again getting up to 278 mile an hour to 280 kilometres an hour, I should say. Braking a little bit, sixth, fifth to fourth, and then taking all this corner in fourth gear. Very, very important corner this. The exit of this corner is important because you carry all this speed down the straight. Fourth to fifth to sixth, and then this is again when you're reaching upwards of speeds of 300 kilometres an hour. And if the car is really good and you're brave enough or silly enough, I'm not quite sure which, you can take this corner more or less flat out in sixth gear and you don't brake. You have a bit of a confidence lift on the accelerator and then going through here very quickly. Braking from sixth to fifth to fourth to third to second, very hard. You saw the smoking tyre there yesterday. Coming through the chicane, and then it goes without saying, if you're able to do this, you actually do a time of 1 minute, 37.3 seconds. And the second time is my teammate with a 1 minute, 38.2. So very pleased indeed that we've got pole here on this circuit, because I think it's very important indeed, especially in the wet, if you can start from pole position. We had a little bit of an exciting time on the bike where we almost got pushed off the bike several times, but I'm pleased that we managed to get back and take on the lap of the Suzuka circuit.
土曜の夜開かれたキヤノン主催のパーティーでウィリアムズのドライバーは主賓だった。マンセルは安全な通路を確保するためにたくましいボディーガードを必要とした。フジテレビからは100年の歴史を持つアンティーク時計が贈られた。それではここでマンセルとウィリアムズとの交渉で何がうまくいかなかったのか、広報部長シェリダン・シンに聞いてみよう。
Well, it was a worthwhile task. Achieving the World Championship was something worthwhile, and Nigel I wanted very much for his driving to continue for at least one more year. Not enough other people wanted it enough for it to happen, and so it fell by the wayside. I think that for any negotiation to be successful, there is a commercial side and a human side. I think the commercial side was nearly achieved, and it requires a human commitment to put things together at the end of the day.
マンセルのパーティーは終わったようだ。決勝の日、興奮が高まる。ホンダのお膝元でウィリアムズのドライバーたちはどう戦うのだろう。ここでもマンセルはロケットスタートから独走。1周で 3.1 秒の差を2位のパトレーゼにつけた。セナは3周目エンジントラブルでリタイア。マンセルもパトレーゼにトップを譲った後、同じくエンジントラブルでリタイアしてしまった。
As you can see, with 20 odd laps to go, I pulled over and just let Ricardo by.
打ち合わせしてたの？
I wasn't prearranged as such, but I said I'd help him, and I figure for him to go into the last race with 6 points ahead of Ayrton is better than only 2. So, I'm just sad that we weren't, 1-2, and I should have got another 6 points, which is a shame.
レースはパトレーゼがマクラーレンホンダのベルガーに 13.7 秒の差をつけてシーズン初優勝。ドライバーズチャンピオンシップでパトレーゼは2位に返り咲き、あと1戦を残してセナに6ポイント差となった。コンストラクターズはマクラーレンとベネトンが熾烈な2位争いを続けている。マンセルはまたもや熱心な日本のファンの間を通り抜けなければならなかった。さよなら日本。 86年にタイトルの夢を奪ったアクシデントから6年、マンセルはチャンピオンとなってアデレードに戻ってきた。ここでのマンセルの最初の仕事はテレビ出演。アデレードから北西に車で3時間、ビッグオレンジの対岸にリバーブッシュがある。オーストラリアのテレビ局はチャンピオンが視聴率を稼ぐことを願ってスリ旅行を企画した。マンセルのメカニックデビッドも同行した。いよいよ撮影開始という時になって雨で増水し流れが速くなっていたため、マンセルが乗る予定のボートがひっくり返ってしまった。マンセルは引き上げ作戦の先頭に立った。まず鍵竿で引き寄せたが折れてしまう。今度は他のボートでロープを手繰り寄せ、みんなで岸辺に引っ張り上げることにした。努力の末、ボートはようやく岸に上がった。そしてマンセルは鍋を使って水を汲み出す。マンセルは自ら指揮を取り、ボートを川へ浮かべた。これで任務完了。
We wouldn't have got it back without you, but mind you, it wouldn't have been in without you.
Hey, who was driving the boat? Who was driving the boat? Who was driving the boat? Hey, who was driving the boat? Derek!
スケジュールは7時間遅れたが、一行は川を登って撮影を開始した。だが残念なことに増水した川では一匹も魚を釣ることができなかった。この番組は予定していたものと全く違うものになってしまったようだ。翌日アデレード。
Oh, good morning, John. Sally. Well, hello and welcome to Australia again, but here we are on a work morning, Friday. We're just starting the day and it's just coming up 8 o'clock. Nice thing is, and the first time in about 3 years, that we've got a super day for the first day of qualifying. What do I expect for the first day? I mean, basically, the track, as per normal with a street circuit, is going to be very dirty, very filthy. We're going to basically go for provisional pole, but if we have a fine day tomorrow, provisional pole is usually bettered by 1.5 to 2 seconds a lap. So it is very, very much a provisional pole today.
マンセルは記録を塗り替えようと決心した。一次予選、彼は 3.78 キロのアデレード市街地サーキットで1分13秒732を出した。コースレコードだ。平均時速184キロ。2位はセナで1分14秒2。以下パトレーゼ、ベルガー、シューマッハ、アレジである。そしてマンセルはロイヤルアデレードゴルフクラブで緊張をほぐした。
I'm very pleased to tell you that we have provisional pole yet again.
I feel a little bit lucky though, because we did have some problems with the engine on the last run. A couple of the trumpets actually jumped out from the top of the engine and was jumping around in the intake, and I probably lost about 30 horsepower. But in so doing, we still managed to get provisional pole, which was a 1:13.7 seconds, which, if I understand correctly, is the fastest ever recorded lap here in the Australian circuit.
ハードな一日を終えたマンセルには希望が見えていた。土曜日。
Good morning. As you can see, I'm late this morning. I didn't sleep real good, but then I was very heavily asleep until someone phoned me. And then I lost a few things, can you believe it? Sounds crazy, but I couldn't get dressed very quickly this morning. Saturday, final day of qualifying. Looks to be a nice day, a little bit windy, but hopefully we'll find a little bit more speed out of the car. Very important. I'd really love to start the last race on pole position.
結局金曜日のタイムを更新した者はいなかった。マンセルがサーキットにいる間にアメリカからの長旅で疲れた家族が到着した。
But long. One little sleep ahead. Oh dear.
再会したマンセル一家は明日の決勝に向けてホテルで束の間の団らんを楽しんだ。
And good luck next year, Indy. Okay. Good morning to you. Here we are. Thank you. Here we are. I think it's Sunday morning. It's just gone 20 to 8, and we're rushing off to the circuit. And as you can see, it's a little bit overcast today, but hopefully the forecast it's to be dry and warm. Hopefully, at worst there'll be some very small showers, but hopefully we'll have a great race today. Very, very important to get a good start. I mean, Ayrton's very, very quick on the front of the grid, and he'll want to try and win this last race too, probably more so for himself than for Honda. So it's all to run this week.
そしてマンセルは彼にとって最後のグランプリへと出発していった。綺麗なスタートの後、セナはマンセルを追い抜こうと挑んだ。彼は明らかに燃えていた。最初に仕掛けた時は勢い余ってコースから飛び出しそうになった。19周目に再びセナは抜こうとするが、この時重大なミスによってマンセルのマシンに追突し、2人ともリタイアしてしまった。さらに30周後にはパトレーゼもリタイア。ベルガーとシューマッハの一騎打ちとなった。レースの結果は1位ベルガー、わずかの差でシューマッハ、そしてアレジ、ブーツェン、モデナの順。16戦全てを終了してマンセルが108ポイントで優勝、パトレーゼが2位、シューマッハが初めてのシーズンで3位だった。ウィリアムズ・ルノーはマクラーレン・ホンダに大差をつけてコンストラクターズチャンピオンとなり、またベネトンは63年のロータス以来全レースで入賞を果たすという快挙を成し遂げた。ナイジェル、波乱のレースだったけど詳しく話してくれないか？
Well, it was a wonderful race. It was a great race, and I mean, for a number of laps, Ayrton was pushing very hard, and he had what I call a kamikaze, which is quite good for this program, overtaking manoeuvre down the main straight, and almost went straight on into the wall himself, and then I took him back. And then, unfortunately, when we caught traffic, he managed to get close again, and he just totally misjudged his braking and just ran straight into the back of me and took us both out.
ロザンヌは F1 に携わってきて面白かった？
Something I think I won't have to go through again. Yes, I don't want to go through it again, and I won't have to go through it again. So that's nice. We've survived 12 years of Formula One, nearly 13 years. So come out of it still smiling through it all. So that's got to be, I think, worth the celebration, if nothing else.
Yeah, maybe. I think the incredible thing is really getting over the anxiety of going out the last race to no fault of your own. I mean, you work very hard to obtain pole position. You have to have a little bit of luck off the line to get into the lead, and then once Ayrton had done the one kamikaze, he passed me down the straight. I tried to make the initial break, and then you know, again to repeat myself, to sort of be put out the race in that fashion. It will take an hour or two to sort of get over, but as Roseanne just said, we've come through 12 to 13 years of the Formula One career now. It has ended in 1992, and you know, we've got through it. We're more or less in one piece, so to speak, and you know, it's something to celebrate. We have got the championship, and as it looks on the points board, we ran away with it. I don't see it quite as that, but it just means that we did a fabulous job, and because my teammate had equal opportunity, and you know, for whatever reasons, with a few mistakes he made or whatever, it's got just a bit more than half points on the board. So I'm really, really pleased with that, and at least we can go into our retirement with great satisfaction that we won the you know, the greatest prize of all.
1993年、ナイジェル・マンセルのファンは誰もがインディーカートシリーズでの彼の活躍を願っている。